Today we're looking at the Honda CB650F. I suppose you could say this is a direct rival to the MT-07 that I rode about a month ago, particularly in price, power, the only difference being that the MT-07 is a twin and this is a 4-cylinder. The guys at Virtue Honda on Hayden Road in Nottingham have let me take this out for a little bit, so we're going to give it a blast and tell you what I think. So I'll start off with that dash there. I'm going to slow the video down in a second, you'll see. Very simple to read. Fuel gauge again, I think there's 5 squares on it. Clock, digital speedo, also a digital rev counter. No gear indicator, but you know, everything you can need. This one had ABS. I can't remember if that's standard or not. But it's the same as the Bandit. You know, after you go over the certain speed, the light goes out, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about it. One of the first things I noticed when I got on it, the seat position, it almost feels like you stood up. I always get this feeling though, as soon as I get off my Bandit, I realise my Bandit is actually a little more length forward than what I've always thought. But nevertheless, I mean, this is fine. I do like this. I've just never really realised that about my bike so much. So it's very easy. My legs were very straight when I was stationary. Once again, it's going to be amazing through town. I'm going to do a lot of comparisons with this to the MT-07 because they are so similar. It's the closest thing to it that I've already ridden. But it's very good, very smooth. The injection on it's nice. There was a little problem when you completely close the throttle and then you get back on. You get quite a jump. Yet again, that could catch somebody who's a little less experienced or over enthusiastic. It could catch you out. The stated power on this bike is 85 horsepower, which I suppose it's middle of the road for this kind of bike. It's not the super sport, so you're not looking at 100 plus. It's basic standard thing for Honda or anybody. The MT has got, I think they were saying about 70, but that's a twin, so you're looking at getting the power in a different way. Plus, this is also about 20 kilos heavier than an MT, obviously with the extra cylinders and that, so you're probably looking performance, 0 to 60, acceleration, all that kind of stuff. You're probably looking at level pegging with these two bikes. I think what the thing would be is the MT is more of a kind of commuter's bike, or commuter orientated, that wouldn't do so well in a country lane, whereas the Honda would still commute very well, but it's more of an all-rounder. You can take it out for more of a blast at the weekend. Motorway riding might not be so bad because of where the power comes from and comes through the rev range, sorry, with it being a 4-cylinder. It's priced a shade under £6,500 on a brand new 15 plate, which is 1,000 more than the MT, but that is with ABS on it, whereas the MT it's an extra £500 or something. And I think the benefit you're going to get from buying the Honda is it's going to depreciate less. It's going to hold its money. And it seems as though you've got a lot better equipment standard. All your fixings, your brake calipers, they're missing. It just looks a bit better put together. It's probably going to last longer, which is a trait of Honda. And at this particular garage, they were doing it at 0% finance on a brand new one. But that said, the Yamaha is a very, very good bike. I think the Honda is slightly better looking. It's a little bit more aggressive, a bit more angular, which personally I prefer. And they do this brilliant colour scheme, which I'm going to put up in a minute, which is the HRC tricolour that they put on a lot of their bikes, and that is absolutely spanking. And it's got gold wheels, just like the CB650F, which I'm dying to ride as well. I think that looks amazing. as you see now, I did get a chance to wind it up properly. You know, straight off the mark. Again, it's a brand new bike. There's only demonstration miles on it, but it really went. It went well. Power came in a lot further down than I thought it was going to. You know, easily up into 3 figures. A lot of fun. It's just, you know, it's another brilliant toy. I just wish they'd make the exhaust just a tiny bit louder on the standard models though, because I don't know, it just sounds like a gust of wind, and I kind of felt a little bit vulnerable that no one could hear me, because my bike's got such a loud pipe on it. People know I'm there, they know I'm coming, and I was a little bit worried about that with a standard one. So I think if you're trying to choose between the two of these bikes, this Honda CB650 and the MT-07, all it's going to really come down to is your budget and which styling that you prefer, because performance-wise, handling, economy, insurance, pretty much every other parameter, they're very level. Which brings me to pretty much the end of the review and the final score. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10. Now that is only very slightly less than the MT, and that's because I put this video together almost a week after riding it, and when I left after test riding the Honda, I kind of got a little bit drawn in because I really enjoyed riding it, and it was very easy to ride. And I think it was kind of that I realised it was quite feasible for me to actually buy that bike financially, you know, this year. But so I kind of got drawn into that thought of getting it. Oh, maybe I'll get a new bike. So it probably made it seem better than what it actually was. And then putting this video together, thinking back, nothing was really standing out for me. So being the Mr. Undecisive that I am, I still couldn't tell you which one was better out of the two. So thanks again for watching. Next time I'm going to be riding a Suzuki GSX S1000, which is the K5 Gixxer into a super naked. Really looking forward to that one. So I'm going to try and get that up as quick as I can. Thanks again for watching. Please give us a subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and I'll see you next time.